Alrighty, I am recording. I'm going to shut my door because it's usually the time where everybody decides to come to my room and somehow everybody's naked and I don't know what's going on in my life. Okay, so we're going to be doing a classical game, and then we're going to be doing, because tomorrow's regionals for me. Excuse me. And when that happens, I will be. I'm a little bit nervous for regionals actually, because I feel like Riley's all of a sudden going to get a lot better, which I'm not really ready for, and I really want to get into the Sicilian. So we're going to get into the Sicilian. We're going to start. We're going to play. The Sicilian is black, because I've seen a lot of people, and this one guy said he has a really nasty Sicilian, and I played against him and beat him really badly. So his nasty Sicilian is just incorrect, I figured out. So I've seen this close Sicilian line before. D4 is the correct move here. I think F4 can also be played. It's the Grand Prix. Bishop, now that I know is incorrect. After A6, B4, and Bishop G7, that looks a little rough. With also E6 in mind. I'm going to play A6 just without thinking much, because it doesn't seem like anything can be wrong with it. The B6 squared is weakened, but you have to do some crazy stuff to get out of here. So I'm thinking about playing E6 and getting this type of setup. And yeah, I don't really know what to do with this bishop. Maybe B5. That's probably the optimal position. If he plays bishop A4, then I'll okay, bishop C5. So here he's targeting this, which I'm assuming that this isn't really a threat, because I can just go back to E8. But we're gonna play bishop G7. Actually, let's go ahead and develop a piece. I was gonna play E6, but like too many pawn moves. 1, 2, 3. He's already gotten 2 pieces out. So I need to go ahead and develop a piece. Play E6. Alright, so it's pretty obvious that we need to either play B5 or D5. D5 is not something I'd want to play. I'd want to play B5, because I always want to be able to play D6. Let's go ahead and play B5 and bishop B7. Pinning this pawn. There's always knight C6, because this is here. So bishop A2 should be played, or okay, we'll play bishop E7. The only thing I could really see wrong with my position is D6. But I don't see a piece getting there immediately. I see D3 being the next move. And this, because queen F3, I do not like queen F3 in this position. That is not a good move. I like knight F3. And especially since now that's there. Okay. So the first thing I realize is that now this guy's pinned. And, which means that this guy is free. Or will be when the queen's moved out of the way. So I feel like we should probably attack this again and not care about this pawn. But you know what? Because I don't want him to play this, we're going to do something. I want to see if I can play C4, keeping D4 from being a thing. Because I don't want him to be able to control the center. I can always play knight C6. Let's just take on B4. I'll go ahead and play knight F6 here. If this, I just take here. And this is just a big threat in general, because you can't take here because of this, and if you take here, well, end of story. So d3. I think if d3, I still play knight takes c4. So bishop b2 seems necessary, but here, if I take here, don't I still get a free pawn? Because that still seems like a free pawn to me, because it's still pinned. Oh, I'm missing something. Yes, okay. I didn't see knight d6. That is a very important move. We do need to castle here. Yeah. And then this tactic does work, because knight d6 just loses the queen. Okay, I'm glad I noticed that. Wait a second. I just take here, and then I take. Oh, well, sucks to be me, I guess. Okay, d4 will never be played. That's good to know. This, I don't want to see that. Okay, so here, this is just looking kind of boring. Well, let's play d6. I think d6 with the idea of maybe coming to e5 eventually is good. d6 removes the d6 weakness and just kind of... Now, the fact that we're finding d6 on move 11 kind of disappoints me in my Sicilian abilities. I'm seeing eventually this happening, the knight coming to c4. That would be nice. Let's see what else could happen. I mean, d5 doesn't look good because of the e5. This bishop looks terrible after that, but this bishop already looked terrible. Knight d7 and rook c8 and queen c7 or b6. Queen b6 actually is a new idea that I don't see much problem with. Protects a6, protects d6. Seems like more of a solid move. Oh, if my knight ever wants to go anywhere. Alright, let's play knight bd7. Let's just make sure everything's defended. This undefends the d6 pawn, but I don't see any tactics. h6 might have to be played later, but we're looking to get the bishops off the board so that I have the two bishops. Knight e5 looks to take one of these. I'm assuming he's going to move the queen, and then I'm going to take this bishop, and then I will take this pawn, and I will win a pawn, I'm assuming. The fact that he had never played d3 this whole game was disappointing, I'm pretty sure. Like, let's look at this. So I say I played this fairly well. I haven't seen a better move. Maybe takes b4 was a little bit bad, but I haven't taken advantage of that weakness yet. But I can't really because my bishop's here and not here. I could play queen e7, but that pawn is less valuable to me than, you know, controlling the center and having all these controlled by pawns, and this bishop looks awesome. You know, that values more that values more to me. But the queen on f3, that just doesn't look good in general. This could be a possible continuum. Not taking with the queen. However, when you open the C file and you give me a chance to attack this knight more, and maybe possibly come to C4 to attack this, doesn't seem as exciting. Oh, I can't come to C4 because of the pawn. My bad. Or actually, I would open up this file and try to attack here. So maybe D4 becomes good, even though C5 just looks incredibly weakened. I would like to keep control of C5, although all of his pawns being gone is pretty cool too. Actually, if he played, okay, yeah, I was gonna say if he played Queen E3, I was thinking Queen E3 takes and then Queen takes. I might have played Knight G5 if this Knight H5. Does that trap the Queen? No, it doesn't. I don't know if Knight H5 is even good, really. It's just Queen here. After this and Queen here, because that's the only move, right? I want to sort of kind of analyze this. Before just start taking things. Maybe I could get c4, a pawn on c4 here, which could be a thorn pawn. h5? My mind's telling me no. Man, I wanna do like a chess remix of that, because that my mind's telling me no, but my hand, and then you just play a blunder. Like that's the story of me and Riley's chess games, really. All right, I want to just play this, then play this. I don't like the knight on h5 though. Let's just take here. It's funny that he has more time than me. I guess because in the beginning I was playing instantly because I knew what to do. I'm not really extremely comfortable with the Sicilian, but I've played against it enough to kind of get the idea. I do want to become more theoretical in my games. However, d5 looks attractive, but it also does not look attractive because these dark squares just get this pawn is so important in controlling the dark squares. Although, what else do you really do? Knight h5. Attack the queen. Rawr. I mean, I guess actually that might be good. So you can play bishop e5 and knight f4. Huh. Maybe knight e8 and f5. I think knight e8 and f5 or knight h5. You know, knight h5, knight e8 coming to... I mean, knight e8 seems better because you can come back to f6, but knight h5 you can come back to f6. Knight e8 f5 might be the answer. Ugh, this pawn is super weak. Let's get our rook active first. I wanna get my rook active first before any craziness happens. Also, e5, I'll probably just take, play knight d5 and take here. This guy's thoroughly defended. But keep in mind, this pawn just looks bad. His center, I've got full control of the center. Although he has control of these. So what we need to do is we need to get our bishop active. I think if we can reroute our knight to e5, that'd be really, really good. f4 is a move for him as well. This is a very dubious position. Queen e3. That's a move that I didn't expect. Now knight d7, f4, e5, possibly? I don't know. I don't really know what he's going for here. Is it queen a7? Queen e7, queen c7. Rook c1, queen b8. Knight g4, queen a7 is what I'm looking at. Knight g4, he doesn't have to play queen a7, but queen is the only reason I see queen e3 is to play queen a7. Really, I mean d4 though, like you wouldn't want to play d4 because I get rook c4 and that looks. Knight d7, queen a7, queen c7. Hmm. There's a possible f5 here. I don't really love that move with like all my heart, but I don't know what else to do. So I want to play queen c7, and f5 gives me a chance to activate my rooks. I want to play d5 first before I play f5, so that the center's completely open. My rook comes here in the e file. I have the c file. The d file is controlled by my queen, and just everything. Their pawns all in a center that he's gonna lose all of, and then I just have these guys over here. I'm thinking of a way to reroute here. Rook a2, trying. Okay, so he's seeing this as a target. This is what he's trying to target. This a6 pawn. So I should probably be trying to target this. So maybe this could be a possibility. Queen e7 and d5. I still don't want to give up control of these squares, but I can't see another way to target it. Maybe we could go for a queen trade. Huh. We could go for knight e4. Knight e5. Provoking d4 and knight c4. That actually looks like a really, really nice move, in my opinion, knight e5, because of that. It's just stopping d4 in a strange way, and attacking d3. So we can open up this whole thing, try to play d4 possibly, and boom, you just got boost. Also, if the queen ever decides to come here, there's some tactics. So I'm gonna play knight e5. Maybe I didn't think about what that undefends and defends because I don't really care. Queen a7. I didn't really consider this move much, but I'll probably play queen c7 after that. And if you play rook takes a6, I take. And if you take, you take. And then I'm up a rook, so that's not good. And if you take the a6 thing, well then that's just weird. I have to use the bathroom actually super bad right now. But I'm gonna wait. I'll be on my grind. Yo. Sit, run it back, get it right back. Switch it up, flip it up, bet you like that. You number on your pick, cause I'm about to take you on a lovely day. Don't care what your last situation was. Now, taking that pawn doesn't put my knight in a very good situation. I want to go to c4. If he plays d4, I go to c4. Okay, so he's just doubling up. He's continuing his plan. So he's really trying to capitalize on this point. If he does a rook sack, I don't really find that appealing, because then I can just be like, give up the dark squares, I don't care. I don't know. Queen e7, d5. f5. play rook e. Let's play rook e8 and then play f5. Okay, so rook e8 and then f5. All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, somebody's in there.
I remember from that museum when they said that they multiply to chop them into pieces.
That's right. Each piece is another turns into another piece.
But for me, when I saw it, it had two eyes.
For you what?
When I saw it, it had two eyes in the middle of it.
Alright, knight, oh crap, we have no time. I want to play this just off of impulse. I'm gonna play a tricky move h5. Yeah, okay. We're gonna play a tricky move. h5. Oh wait, I said I was gonna play this in f4. f4 would have been perfect. Well, whatever. I mean f5. Dang it! f5 would have been absolutely perfect because f5 threatens knight g4 and it attacks the center we were wanting to do. Open CE file. Dang it, dude! Gosh, that was so dumb. Because I said I was gonna play rook e8 then f5. I guess I can still play f5, but that pawn looks terrible, that pawn looks terrible, that pawn looks terrible. This just all looks terrible. So f5, not a good move. f5 here, the best move. So, like, why? Right, well, at least I'll hope he doesn't play h3. Then I'll probably still play f5. Because it just looks that good to me with this discovery ideas and I mean, what else? Not that doesn't look too good, but just trying to. I mean, he's so focused on this a6 pawn, which I found rather strange. I don't really know what to do here. I want to play knight g4, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it here. d5 looks good. Maybe knight g4, d5 is what I'm looking at, because I want to play d4, obviously, but I don't want to. I'm kind of losing track of what I want to do. Maybe I should just take. I'm going to play knight g4, because I have no time, if you look, because I had to use the bathroom. Man, it sucks to use the bathroom sometimes. Maybe I want to be able to put this there. So I want to trade off. And I want to be able to control this file. I want to get rid of that pawn. That was what I was mainly looking at. But just my bishops look too good to just be wasted on such a terrible position. So maybe h4, h3. I mean, if I had played f5 in that position, I'm pretty sure I was like up at least 2. Okay, queen a7, which I forgot about. Now I'm gonna try to do my Riley tactic. I mean, rook e7, possibly, because now rook c7, rook e7. This is like one of the only close to being open files. Rook e7, planning to go to c7. We also got to watch out for any ideas on b6. But I'm gonna assume that rook e7's good, and that I got nothing to worry about with that move. Queen c7 also looks good. Planning to play d5 with some type of tempo, but we're gonna play rook e7 here. Protecting the b7 bishop and threatening to play bishop takes e4, and also planning to play rook c7 in further notice, or maybe even rook d7, planning to play d5. Rook c7 looks more likely so that we protect this square, and if a knight gets there, we can always do an exchange sacrifice, and having these two passed pawns would make enough I'd say that that'd be enough for some compensation depending on how many pieces are on the board. So now that we have 2 minutes and 26 seconds, it's no longer a classical game. We kind of need to make fast moves. So I'm saying the next move, depending on if he blunders or not, is going to be if he blunders, it's probably going to be him keeping his queen on d7. If he takes here, I'm going to take, and then queen takes, and then probably, I don't know, queen c7 maybe, or rook c7, or d. I mean, I think the reason I've been hesitant to playing d5, which d5 has looked good in so many positions for me, is because I feel like these two dark squares are so vital. So if we can control them, so far we've got e5 controlled, and if we play rook c7, we got this controlled, then d5 is fine, because we have just controlled the board, the center, with our pieces. There's no need for this pawn anymore. This pawn can go on to doing other things like center breaks and, you know, making this bishop look like not a piece. It's you know, that kind of stuff. So h5, like I said, I really wish I could have played f5 in that position. I haven't really looked to attack his king side, even though it's very not well defended. I'm going to try to play d5 and get his knight to move and take this pawn so that I can play queen h5. It seems far-fetched, but I think we could possibly get something there. Yeah, so how does this work here? Yeah, okay. I guess this is the best thing he can do from here. And here, I want to protect that pawn. So let's go ahead and do that, right? Can we protect that pawn? I think that's the only way to. It's rook b8. Even if you play knight takes f3, you're ruining his structure. Playing here and queen h5, queen g4 check, taking here. That's mainly my idea of any tactical possible position here, is to play rook b7, defending again, and having all this safe over here. My back rank's fine, everything looks fine. This is no longer protected when he takes and takes, and then this bishop, yeah. So it's a very complicated position, which is why I don't need to have 2 minutes and 33 seconds. But it's only move 24, and I took like 7 minutes to, you know, use the bathroom, so that kind of hurts. That kind of hurts a bit. Man, it's already 4 o'clock. Kind of closing in on my practicing time. Okay, so here he took. I probably want to take with the bishop, so I keep the pin. d4, I simply take. I don't think you can stop me. f4, I probably just take here. I wouldn't care about the b7 pawn. I'll just keep taking, and now your b4 pawn's targeted, your knight's pinned, and I'm up a pawn. Or I'm up a rook for a knight, so that's good. This d6 pawn is protected if you look here. Maybe even, I might even just play bishop d4 for the simple sake that I can play rook a7, trying to simplify into an endgame where I'm up the exchange, and his pawns are weak. So here, however, this looks a little bit more complicated. I think I'll still play bishop d4, but it still looks a bit more complicated. Queen a5 is going for a queen trade, but I will not take this queen because I do not want him to have a passed pawn. Unless, wait. Takes b4, knight a4. Takes rook a7. I don't think he'll play rook takes a5, will he? Huh. All right, let's go into that endgame. I want to see how that ends. If he plays this, then I'll play b4, knight a4. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think he would play that. Okay, so what was I planning on doing? Should we protect this pawn? Well, it's still a bit rough there. We don't want to undefend this because we don't want any knight a4 ideas. So we'll probably just play rook c7. Rook b7. Not rook. Okay. Rook b7 is not a good move. I don't like that move. I like rook d7 because it comes for that. Yeah, that would have been better. Maybe not rook takes. But opening that file is what I want to do because I want to get on these guys before he can start coming up the board. So I'm probably going to want to come through here, maybe. Okay, that's a good move. I think now... Bishop takes c3 is the correct move. Let's see if he undoubles his pawns. So he played the incorrect move. I find that interesting. So this dark square, as you see, I have no care for anymore. Now I'm trying to open the e-file, and if I can be able to play rook e7 and maybe threaten this stuff, I mean, it doesn't really work. But this pawn, if you notice, no longer needs to be defended by two rooks because unless his king gets to c5, which is what I would probably go for this. But here, in this position, I'm going to play king g7. Or actually, no. I'm going to play rook c7. Or, what else should I play? Rook c... I mean, it's defended. I think I'll just play king g7 and try to come through here. So here, king h5, g... Yeah. So now I can play f4. Well, no. His bishop isn't fast enough to get through here. So if he plays bishop e2, I'll play g6, and if he does this, I'll do that, and then this, and then that, and then, well, actually, that's different. Okay, f4. So he's got his plan. d4 looks like the only way to throw a wrench in things. I think this is the only move. Rook f8. Just trying to play f6 and break up something. Maybe bishop e2, f6, or here, like bishop e2, f6, takes, and then bishop here, and then, yeah, f6 here is the only move. Rook a6 now looks dumb. Yeah, I really don't like that move. Well, if you wanted to gain any advantage, okay, that looks like a blunder to me. Is it C takes or B takes? B takes for sure, because now this guy's hanging. That definitely looks like a blunder to me. I don't feel like taking this pawn does anything because of this. So I will definitely take here, for sure, attacking his bishop. So I get something with tempo. Rook a6 makes things incredibly complicated, and I won't dive into that at all. So now you no longer get the chance to play what you want to play. I'm assuming he'll either play bishop a1. I don't think he'll play this because I don't think he wants to go. Well, actually, I don't think he'll play this because of rook takes c4, and now this is a pass pawn and looking very dangerous, especially since I can come back and back it up. I would simply just take this pawn and take here. Like, if he played this, I would simply take here, and if he takes with the bishop, I play d4. If he doesn't take with the bishop, I still play d4. It just looks too complicated It doesn't look too complicated for me, but it looks way complicated for him. I'm looking for tactics with rook b1 and sacrificing to simplify. Once I take here, is that too far away? Let's look at that. Rook b1, king f2, takes, rook c1, rook c8, king e3, takes. I just felt like I went to like mini cardiac arrest there. Alright, I'm gonna take here. If he takes here, I'll take here. If he takes here, I'll play rook e8. I'm assuming he won't take here though. Okay, now I play let's make things interesting and play pawn takes c4. I think that might be more dangerous. I might want to play I want to be able to play rook b2, but I can't. Okay, let's see. Check. Nah, not rook d2. I should play rook a8 and rook a2. Dang it. Getting my king active is so hard. You can't get past. You can't get past that. I'm aiming to play rook d5 here. Now I'm seeing rook c6, and ugh, that looks disgusting. Rook c6. Yeah, so let's do that. Rook c6. Aiming for mate on h7. So I have to play king h8, or I could take here. Takes. Nah, that's too dangerous. Yeah, it takes way too long. Okay, let's play king h7. I just realized I get mated anyways. Wow, what a waste of a game. Dang it, man. I was winning there. Or at least a draw. Gosh darn it. That was a good game, too. Well, I guess that's all of my practice for today. I just simply missed mate at the end. Because I was thinking, I knew that this was a mate threat. So I guess you have to take here. Let's see, when was I, like, super duper duper winning? Yeah, I knew that was a bad move for sure. But how did I do this game? Let's check. Okay. So I'm playing all the best moves so far. Okay, B takes wasn't a bad move. Okay, yeah, I should have played knight. Yeah, that's for sure. That was a mess up. I'm still winning by a lot, it says. D5 was recommended as one of the top moves, but knight c6 was the best move. Okay, so d5. So d6 was not top move. Knight h5 was working. You see, maybe I should just go on my first impulse. Man, that is a tough loss. Ugh. Well, I would have enjoyed this position a lot more. For sure. Knight h5 does bring that kind of position. Well, that's just too bad for me. I guess I'll just not be able to do that. Well, yeah, I guess, you know, sometimes you don't win. I'll go ahead and end it off there. That was a very, very long game. I don't think I'm going to be able to record much longer. I'm probably just going to do some tactics. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I've been recording for about 46 minutes, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.